Okay, I have not talked about streaming on this channel for a long time, but I think it's a good time to actually talk about streaming because, well, streaming is starting to look very interesting in 2025 in terms of streaming on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. But this video is not going to be talking about two platforms because today we're going to be talking about one platform, which is Kick, because recently they've made some changes to their guidelines that allows small streamers to actually grow in a bigger way. Let me explain. Now, of course, most of you don't know, I still stream on some platforms, and in fact, if you want to see more of my gaming content, I do have that on ADM+. But recently, I've gone back on streaming on Kick, and I saw one new change that happened that makes it a lot easier to not only become a creator on the platform with their path to creator, but it makes it a lot easier for you to actually grow on the platform and actually make an earning from streaming on their platform. And they actually did something that's very unique. Now, for most of you don't know, of course, when it comes to streaming on most platforms, there are requirements that you have to achieve to be able to actually have access to some streaming functions. For example, getting access to the likes of subs, which obviously is one way so that streamers can make income from the platform. Now, Twitch actually has it a lot harder to actually get affiliated on their platform, which is one of the big downsides of Twitch right now, especially as a small streamer. But Kick did something that's unique that makes it a lot easier for you to actually achieve that goal. Now, Kick used to have it where you have to have at least 75 followers to actually get the one part complete, and obviously you have to stream a total of 5 hours, which is a lot better compared to Twitch's way of actually getting affiliated. Now, with Kick, recently they've changed it where you just have to stream a total of 5 hours, which means technically you can stream basically 5 hours in one day, you can become affiliated in one day, which makes it a lot more interesting in terms of that basically anyone can reach this type of goal in just a matter of a day or even a week. Now, not just that, but they also carried this trend of basically removing the follower requirements path to verification, where basically that just verifies you, and obviously it's one way for people to know that you're a verified streamer. And for most of you that do not know, when it comes to streaming on Kick, they have a program where you can actually get paid hourly, which is a big thing that not much platforms actually really do. And basically with that, you only need 250 followers now for that goal to actually get paid per hour. Now, of course, I'm not going to go into it too much, but it's actually a very unique way for Kick to actually draw in more users and more streamers to the platform. But how does this fare compared to the likes of YouTube and obviously Twitch when it comes to streaming? Now, of course, Twitch does not have anything when it comes to hourly pay. And obviously you got the basic subs, which they do take a heavy amount, whereas Kick basically takes around about 5 to 10% of the subs, which is actually a lot that they're giving to the streamer. And YouTube is actually doing pretty well with live streams right now because, well, there's a lot more streamers on YouTube right now, and a lot of people are making the move to YouTube when it comes to streaming. And it's actually a very big, and if I'm being honest, I'm also doing the same thing where I'm basically multi-streaming, mostly to YouTube and obviously to Kick, because right now Twitch is not looking to be a good platform anymore. But otherwise, let me know in the comments below, which platform do you prefer when it comes to streaming? Twitch, YouTube, or Kick? Or even TikTok, but we're not going to be talking about that at all. But otherwise, I'll catch you guys next one.